Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Blind. Not doing the main scenario quest right now. Going to go do some other things. Like the next Black Mage quest and deal with the inventory a little bit and the cash stack. We have too much gil. It's a problem. Looking around to see if there's any other quests that have popped up also. We need to do a few more bits of the main scenario quest for that though. Nothing up here at least. Let's pop over to where we need to be. Sell some stuff. Buy some stuff. All that kind of stuff. We got too many of some slots of things. Again. Really need to just get around to leveling up everything till we get something. It's gonna be something. Anyways, where were we? Selling these little 40 and 45 gloves. Don't really need those. And need to purchase something here. Expensive stuff is rock salt and tea leaves. Also got mistletoe and other mistletoe. My parents have a plant found growing on trees in the Sea of Clouds. Search recipes using this material. Make a pine cane. And water. Used to exorcise evil spirits from worldly items. Shop selling price. So you can turn this into cheaper stuff that you can also buy from a shop. And sells for a whopping 2. Oh, shop prices. They're always something. What did we grab already? We got some Amathian mistletoe. Grab some more, I guess. Yeah. Anyways. Let's look into helmet situation here. We have another helmet here. We have too many helmets. We have this one here, which is a 142, requires level 57, in classes we don't even have at that level at all. So, definitely a concern. What do we got in here that we could get rid of? It's 110, 30, 16, 32, 17. A magic one. 20. It's a 20 hat. Item level. 22, 26, 35, 43, 80. Is that better than... Is everything we got level 50? Level 50 we can probably do better than that. Just from shops and stuff here. Maybe. You can get up to 120 stuff-ish. Level 50, level not the best. 46. We have actual set pieces. Yeah, 40s. Up to 40s, we kind of just already have it. Here is a 110 level 50 that'll be good for other ones. 41, 51, 120. A lot of stuff at like similar levels here. We have this at level 24, and this also at level 24. This is for everybody. This is for specific guys. Strength, vitality, and direct hit rate. They're very similar. So we'll just take the one that's useful for all Disciples of War. So it's kind of irrelevant. Compare the stats just everything here. There's level 115. It's at least something. There's a war 15. Do we have a special everything class? Ash, Woads, Steel, Plundered. That's from dungeons. Blue, cotton, heart cylinders, titanium. We can also just move all these things around also. Get a more even amount. What if there is the similar idea for here, where there's the brand new set? I don't think I saw that. Anyway, I don't think we need these items. That gives us enough helmets to work with here. Just sell all these off. That's fine. We can get fairly equivalent stuff. You can trail, it's fine. Yep. Not that we need the money either. We could just destroy them. Whatever. Let us see here. I want to go see if there's anything down below. And then we will head out for the Black Mage quest. Probably everybody's still coming to terms with the whole we've removed the government situation here. They are somewhat in exile, something. We're gonna hunt them down. It's gonna be a whole thing. Man, we're already head out here. Moving back to Oda. Okay. Let us see what we can do here. Level 58, Black Mage quest. Presumably going to have the culmination of it with level 60. Level brackets and all that. See what happens when we get to, I think it's 70 is the end of the whole free trial business here, which we've really been milking this entire time. Pretty wild. Probably won't be able to get experience after that. Not a problem yet, though. We're gonna worry about that later. Up this way. Okay. Should be a new spell or something. Level 58 here. Get that unlocked. We got the whole new ice arrows bar, cheaper fire magic stuff going on. That'll be good. Here's level 1 Weaver. Got a lot of things to do. But for right now, level 58. Destruction in the name of justice. There it is. Blizzard 4. Let's see what this does right now. Less damage to the potency of 300. Grants 3 Umbral Hearts. Or heart bonus. Nullifies Astral Fire's MP cost increase for fire spells. Reduces the MP cost for flare by 1/3. Fully execute while under the effects of Umbral Ice. So to switch to ice, get 3 of those from that. Switch back. Something, something. I'll work with that. Lalai has received an unexpected request. What we got? Artik, I just received word from Saya Nelhan. He wishes to speak with us. Apparently, he has secured lodging at the Hourglass and is waiting us at the Quicksand. We should head there now. Wonder what he could want. At the Quicksand. Let's just back over here. Well, let's go see what they're doing. There's a Blue Mage, guys. Blue Mage is definitely a more problematic system. We're not looking up where to get all the spells. Anyways. Well, that's going to be one of the problems for later. For right now, we've got Black Mage problems, which we'll solve with magic, as per usual. Well, that's okay. And sprinting. And, Thank you for coming so quickly. Artik, I have something to ask of you. Some time ago, the Conjurers Guild contacted the various cities of the realm, entreating assistance in search for and capture of Waldiv. It seems that this finally paid off. They just received a missive from the Temple Knights of Ishgard. The Defiant has been sighted at the Holy See. The cult has been trying to garner popular support there. They've been offering what they claim is the power to defeat the Dravanians to anyone who will listen. I hear you have made something of a name for yourself among the high houses of Ishgard. I, however, know next to nothing about their lands. Please, Artik, would you lend me your assistance in tracking down this evil cult and bringing them to justice? Zahai, you have made no effort to conceal your disapproval of we black mages and our ways. Are we to understand that you have now come to accept us? That I have. The Temple Knights who provided us with this intelligence are stationed at the Ark of the Worthy within the city of Ishgard. They'll be waiting for us there. Alright. Much though I would like to believe that he has had a change of heart, men are wont to change so simply. One does not live by one's whole life hating black magic only to change one's mind over the exoneration of a single mage. I know not what this man is plotting, but I suggest you keep a close eye on him. Fair. Reasonable. Good plan. Any quests over here? Nope. To Ishgard, which we were previously in. There you go. Foundation. Alright. All there, the power to defeat the Dravanians talk could quickly become seen as heresy if we hadn't already defeated the government here. We got a whole thing going on. Alright. But life continues. Anyways, well built, Temple Knight. How's it going? You must be the investigators from Gridania. It's about time. Someone needs to do something about that blasphemous cult. Last time. They were ranting on and on to anyone who would listen, offering the power to defeat the Dravanians. The Ishgardians have our own way of fighting. We told them as much quite plainly. But it made no difference. They continued their proselytizing. Obviously, such blasphemy could not be allowed to stand. The Temple Knights made our move, but they managed to get away. It hardly mattered to us at the time. They're no longer spreading their lies here. They recently reappeared, this time with a convictory in the Western Highlands. Most convictors would do anything to earn honor and glory through the slaying of a powerful dragon. They are young and full of spirit and naive. I fear that some among them may be deceived, seduced by promises of easy power. Gullible fools. My destination is clear, to the convictory. Not sure it does sound like the people at the convictory. Can confirm. Falcon's Nest. We should invest in and teleport over there. Gotta get more of these giant crystals. It's a good thing to have. Because there's just only one out here. At least we can fly. Whee! Alright. To the convictory. Can I cross that here? Nope. Okay. That'll be good. What do I see with it? Ice. Grant's Umbral Ice. Grant's Umbral Ice. Let's have the switch. Swamps Astral Fire with Umbral Ice. Ice with Steel Astral Fire. You have to switch and then cast something for the arrows. And then Umbral Soul for the MP. Something like that. There's definitely going to be best rotations and everything. Things to consider. But anyways, here's the convictory. There's no obvious sign of the Defiant here. We should split up and question the soldiers. How? I'm just out here, questioning. Victor Knight. I think I know who you're talking about. Told them I wasn't interested. Ancient spells are no match for a good spiritual side. You say so. Victor Penright? You're going on about the Defiant too? Well, they spent a while shouting about how they'd share ultimate power with any who joined them. Then they left. Apparently they've set up camp or near the Swift Run River. What's the story with that lot anyway? Some Kote champ walk was asking the same thing a few minutes ago. Told him what I told you, and he ran off in a right hurry. So we just go in immediately after them. It's a bold strategy. And this Convictor Bowman. Those crazy mages? I spent years studying the art of dragon slaying. I need some magical help from weird outsiders. I mean, I made sure to tell them as much. Yeah. And Sahai has run off immediately. Southeast. Oh. Over here. In this cave area. Come. Have you been defeated while you ran over here by yourself? Poor choice. Poor choice. Duty calls. Constant battle for destruction in the name of justice. Level sync to 60. If you're above 60. We're 58. Because that's the quest requirement for this level, this quest. Anyways. Should be fine. And there's some of the Defiant. Guess I'll have to deal with this myself. 1v3. Good odds for me. No companions allowed. Sometimes. Attack! Attack! They're burn mages. Doesn't matter. They're just doing like no damage here, my goodness. It's because we're better. Watch out, there's more of them. Alright, it's fine. Planar fissures. That sounds like a good thing to get rid of. Time to summon something, seal the planar fissures. That's what I was thinking. And now for the rest of you guys. Here is maybe blasts. Just stand in there. It's probably fine. There's yet more of them. Beware the Void Scent. Got more planar fissures. How rude. Planar fissures. We don't need any more guys coming out of here. And then we'll just wreck. One big old pile. And then, maybe the last one. Not done, huh? The rest of you, let me get out of the double blast there. The rest of you, rest of you, you take some AoEs here. They're too far away from each other for AoEs to be too effective. Oh, just blast them down. Single target stun. Also, we've run out of multiple targets. Strike mages. Hang on. More mages have met their match. It's me. I know you must be thinking, I entreated your help only to run off on my own. Yep. But you know what happens when you get involved? You saw it happen just now. They have no choice but to fight back with all their strength. When they do so, they lose control of their power, and they burn. Nobody deserves to die like that, so I went to confront them alone. I'm a fool. My healing magic is no match for the destructive power they wield. We could work together. It was still foolish to go alone, though. Let's be honest here. You're right. What I expect to achieve, challenging them without any help at all. If we fought together, things would have turned out differently. You taking down the mages in a flash of black magic, me nullifying their every attack with my healing spells. I truly was a fool to assume all black magic was evil. Should have seen that such power can be harnessed safely, just as it is by you. I apologize. We've lost our only lead, and this time it's clearly my fault. Please pass on my apologies to Lao Lai. My actions were unbefitting of a representative of the Seed Seer Council. To take my leave, I need to reflect on my actions. Okay. Really is difficult to get any leads here when they're constantly exploding. It's only partially our fault. Anyways, back to old Oh. Presumably, gonna have to wrap this up with the next quest. If they'll just keep exploding and there's none left, guess that solves the problem. Mm-hmm. Back this way. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Maybe like a DPS dummy or something. Test casting the new spells, get a reasonable rotation or something. Or just do whatever. Also an option. Alright. Ah! You're back from Ishgard already. Where is Hai Naha? He left. It's a whole thing. I see. Nothing else, you have stopped more poor souls from joining that accursed cult. Well, I hope that Zahai Naha can see it that way. The fact that the Defiant would travel so far as Ishgard in an attempt to recruit new members speaks volumes of how desperate they grow. Ah, Arctic. I almost forgot. I was able to decipher the final remaining spell from the Book of Nald. Though you might not welcome an ice magic after the frigid wind of Kurthus, I'm certain you'll find this finally powerful spell a good addition to your repertoire. I doubt the Defiant can hold out much longer. They'll be forced to use everything they have in the next fight. They cannot risk being drawn into a proactive war of attrition. Should we defeat them, we can finally recover the Book of Thal and uncover the magics within. Yes, please. Blizzard 4. Quest complete. And we'll unlock a new power. You gained ancient knowledge from the Book of Thal. Blizzard 4. Come on. It just is to replace something. It's on the bar. Not really. Next one is at level 60. Okay. So Blizzard and fire over here. Never really use. Here's Blizzard for you. Okay. Let's see what this is. It needs to already have it going. Freeze? Blizzard 4. Blizzard 2 is the AoE. Blizzard 3 is potency of 290. We can cast that back and forth. 1.96 second cast. Recast is slightly longer. Mana cost 800. It's also fine. Need to already have the ice going. Can only be executable under the effects of Umbral Ice. Ice damage potency of 300, gives 3 hearts, and then it's just the Umbral Heart effect. So freeze here is 1.9 seconds for 2.46 recast, which is the same. Costs more MP. Ice damage to the potency of 120 to target and all enemies nearby it. It's more of an AoE type. Grants Umbral Hearts. Umbral Hearts nullify Astral Fire. But Blizzard 2 grants Umbral Ice. Let's just grant the Umbral Hearts now. So we'd still need the Ice. Or for the Umbral Soul to give the 10,000 MP. We could go... What's the difference between these two now? This is a single target, this is a multi-target. The Fire 3, single target, single target, single target. Flames nearby, flames nearby. Pop in with this if we need to get the magic. It gives Umbral Ice 3. This will give Umbral Hearts. And then Umbral Soul does that. Flare. There's also something about Flare in there. Fire damage to target all enemies nearby. Plus 240. 30% less for all enemy else. Against Astral Fire 3. Will be executable under effects of Astral Fire. Maybe a better this. That costs 10,000. Something there about reduces MP cost of Flare by 1/3. So I would make that 6,666 MP or something. That's still a lot. And it's more of a AoE attack. For that much cost. This one, presumably it wouldn't be able to be made more expensive by the whole switching system. If it already costs 10,000 to start. I guess it's just all. Okay. We can do fire or AoE fire. It's just even the amount here. Assuming potency is just potency. 290 to 80. Basically need 4 targets for that AoE to be worth using. And then at least 3 targets for this to go in AoE style. Once you have 300 isn't bad though. Technically stronger than Fire 3. Except they're like bonuses for having the other ones there. And the recast at the same time. Faster to cast. Could be something there. The whole idea is switching around and it's cheaper to switch again. The real question is if / will use transpose here. It just swaps it. instant swap when we go back to fire to get the stronger, but only slightly, the stronger and no longer really more expensive fire spells, because we have the Umbral Hearts. Make them slightly cheaper, at least for 3. Options. Alright. Well, that's definitely something here. It's a strong enough attack here, granted the 3 Umbral Hearts. And it's worth doing that before we switch back or anything. So we get the Umbral Ice first, though. We need the Umbral Ice to be able to cast that in the first place. That's something. Presumably going to be a Fire 4 from the level 60 quest. Maybe I'll just look at that here. Oh, there it is, Fire 4. And I'm level 210. Miscellany. Complete set of attire. Complete set of 210 at level 60. Wild. Yeah, that would be, that'd be a little bit stronger. We're already 58.5 somehow. Definitely getting there. Anyways, gear set list. I'm gonna try to keep things at least a little bit balanced here. Switch back to Bard. And see if there's anything new we want. We've got a improvement on the tunic here. Also, a better necklace. Oh look, it fits fairly well with the helmet. The pants are definitely not matching as well anymore. So our 130 bow here. That's pretty good. No calm. Try to. Again, it doesn't tell us to put on a weird different ring. So it must be at least dealing with that at this point. It's great. Update the gear set. And should be good. Gonna get 58 here relatively soon. Depends on how many dungeons and stuff we continue having to do on the main quests here. Because that's what we're doing. Back in Nishgard. Next time. Goodbye.